Well, welcome to the revolution. I just wanted to quickly recount the last few days of a crazy week here in YouTube land. I never knew on Monday that this would go like it has gone. So on Monday, I put up a video of the top 10 albums in 1985, and I got 3 copyright claims since I covered multiple songs in the video. Now, this has followed countless problems that I've had over the last month or so, where it felt like open season from labels and third-party entities on my channel. So I changed the title and I let everyone know that it would be my last video on top 10s if I couldn't get this sorted out, because I was just sick of it, frankly. It takes so much effort to put these together and also. And then Tuesday morning, I put out my interview with Michael Anthony, formerly of Van Halen. I was excited about it. It got blocked by a label for using 5 seconds of an AC/DC song. So I did a live stream later that day. Many of you have probably seen. For some reason, it took like 3 or 4 tries to get it to go live due to errors. And it was hard not to feel like my channel was under siege from a lot of different places. Finally got it to work, and I explained, what's been happening over the last little while. And I was astounded at the support from all of you. Seriously, in the first hour alone, I had like 6,000 comments from you in the community and on the stream. Like 20,000 likes over a couple hours. So many messages of keep fighting and you got this and how much you enjoy the channel and the content. And many of you shared possible solutions and advice. And I had a lot of people reach out saying I should talk to other YouTubers like Rick Beato, who's been through this and more. Been through the ringer. And I was just humbled. I still am. I am so grateful because it gave me a second wind and a strong resolve to fight on no matter what. So from my heart to you out there in the community, truly, thank you. It was a couple of sleepless nights figuring out what was going on, and it meant a lot to me. So then later that night, I saw a bunch of notifications. I'm getting people hitting me up on LinkedIn and Instagram and X and everything. And on my Instagram, I got one from, guess who? Rick Beato. I was smiling from ear to ear. I have a great respect for Rick and his content. To me, his level of excellence is virtually unparalleled in his field for what he does, which is why he has such a huge following. And he said, Adam, heard about your struggles, and I think I can help you out. So we texted back and forth, and we set up a time to talk, and spoke the next day for like 45 minutes. He took that much time out of his day, told me what he's faced, how he's fought thousands and thousands of claims, and won all of them. We had this great discussion. In person, he's exactly the way he was on his channel or over the phone. He's passionate, he's integrous, he's gracious. I was truly grateful for that expertise. We had some laughs. It was a fun conversation. Talked about life on YouTube and what we're trying to do in honoring music. And I may have mentioned that we should do a collaboration at some point, since I've received thousands and thousands of requests over the years for that from all of you. We'll see. But the important thing is that Rick couldn't have been nicer. He's truly one of the good guys out there, and his support and his advice, along with your support as a community, it just made me feel 20 feet tall and invincible, like I'm going to beat this thing. So Rick told me over the phone, Adam, it's fair use. All of it's fair use, what you're doing and what I'm doing. And I know that, actually. We worked with Michael Donaldson for years before I even had a YouTube channel. Michael Donaldson is actually the industry's go-to attorney for fair use. He came up with a fair use doctrine, in United States copyright law that permits limited use of copyrighted materials without permission from the rights holders themselves. But the problem is YouTube doesn't respect fair use. When we get a claim as creators, they wash their hands of it and they leave it up to the entity who made the claim, whether they own the music or not. We have to fight it. And the person who made the claim is the one that gets to make the choice. But the burden of proof should be on them to claim that it isn't fair use. In fact, Rhett Schull did a great video on this. So I'll link to it below. You can watch it there. I don't want to get lost in the weeds on that part. So Rick gave me some solutions. I'm working on those amongst a few other avenues that I've been seeking. More on that in just a second. But my Michael Anthony interview went up. Had no problems once I took the clip out. Knock on wood. And I got more people reaching out, including a community manager from the Charismatic Voice, Elizabeth's channel, offering help, and countless others. Then I'm sitting in bed with my wife doom scrolling. I see a video from one of the funniest guys in the business, frontman of The Darkness, the great Justin Hawkins. I actually interviewed him many years ago, he and his brother, and he was speaking about my live stream and the problems that he's faced on his channel and offering his support and solutions and what we should do. I was just blown away. I'm a fan of his channel for sure. His brilliant off-the-cuff take on all things music. He's so funny. So I have to tell you, I've felt your love as a community so many times over the last 5 years. You've been there for me. It's given me so much strength. But I don't know that if I've ever felt that community amongst my fellow creators. And it was probably my fault. I probably just wasn't paying attention, so busy doing things. But I felt an overwhelming sense of community with my fellow creators, Rick Beato and Justin and Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice and Anthony Fontano, who's tackled this as well. So many others who are dealing with the same BS, but fighting on because we all have a love and a passion for what we do, what we get to do. And that's when it all came into perspective for me, why I do it. I do it for my dad, who's now gone, but I do it to honor his memory. I do it for my wife, who's always believed in this crazy dream of mine to interview the legends, and she's always supported me no matter what. I do it for my kids, because I want them to understand and appreciate great music and have those same memories that I had. I do it for the great artists and their songs and the joy that their music has instilled in me as literally the backbone of my greatest memories of my life. But most of all, I do it for you, because together we have this common bond of music. This is the one thing that brings us all together in the most divisive time in history, that's for sure. Music is the great connector. Despite all of our differences, music truly binds us all together. And I know some of those same motivations drive my fellow creators, I'm assuming. But that sense of community and support I've felt from them over the last few days has been paramount. It truly gives me strength. And then a few hours ago, I saw a video from Rick talking about this, and I'm like, Rick, you're a freaking warrior, man. You just turn around and do it. I'm all in. So if you haven't seen those videos from Rick, Justin Hawkins, I would invite you to check them out. I'll link to them below. I'll make sure we do that. Okay, so one of the other things that I'm working on is trying to get the major labels to support the work of the creators that I've just mentioned on YouTube, all the creators. So I have a business partner that has been with me for, almost 11 years. I never really talked about him. He's kind of silent in this venture. His name is Del Williams. Look him up. He's been in the industry for 35 plus years. He actually started the first new wave station in Utah, which is how I first heard new wave music. He worked in A&R with major label. He's been a hired gun. He's helped develop the careers of some of the biggest names in the industry, from Def Leppard and Muse to Maroon 5, Radiohead, Coldplay, Dave Matthews Band, Red Hot Chili Peppers. The list goes on and on. In fact, Coldplay even thanked him in their book. He's helped set up a lot of the interviews, most of them, and he's done so many other things to make PR a success. So along with being my partner, he's currently the head of global talent for one of the biggest independent concert promoters in the world. And we've been talking a lot the last few days, and we're planning to take this to the heads of the labels, to present all of this. The videos that have been made the last few days, your reactions, your comments to it, hopefully see some real change. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking, if you've had Del in your corner for the last 10 years, why haven't you already done something about this? Why haven't you already tackled it? And the truth is, we have. We've actually gotten white labeled with one major label. We've worked with countless others when we get claims, but people, they leave those companies, they switch positions. It falls on deaf ears most of the time. It goes into a black hole. You never hear about it again. No response. But I think we have a great strategy for moving forward, especially for what's transpired over the last few days. So bear with me. I mean, we'll see what happens because, Rick Beato was telling me that he knows a lot of the top people at labels too. But I mean, he's even taken it to Congress. And we both know many managers and artists, but for some reason, there isn't a solution to this problem. It's been a problem for many years. Because it's not really them. It's the labels and the different people not communicating at the label. I mean, the right hand not knowing what the left hand is doing. Or even worse, maybe they just don't care and will never change. I mean, here's something funny. Just today, I got an email from someone at a label telling me about several anniversary releases that are coming out soon and asking me if I would promote them, and if I did, they would send me the product and all the information. Yeah, right. I'll create a video and promote it to an audience that I spent years building, and then someone else from your label will claim the video that I made for using 5 seconds of music from the artist that you want me to promote. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And I get 2 or 3 emails like that every single week. And I've done videos for labels and to promote things. I mean, most of what I do and these other creators do is to promote the music that we love, to push discovery and to keep that music alive, to keep it in the conversation, to present it to new audiences. We're getting punished for just sharing a little bit of music to prove our point. So I know it's a tall order. I know. It is a fight against a massive machine. It's a David versus Goliath epic, and it's tiresome. I feel it. But here's the underlying point. It's worth it. And that's the moral of the story here for me. It's worth it. I think about the great artists that we honor on this channel and their spirit and the spirit of the music that drives me and drives you. Tom Petty, who took on MCA, that's why I'm wearing this t-shirt. Pearl Jam, who took on Ticketmaster. Prince, who took on Warner Brothers. So many others. That's what rock and roll is all about. The underdog fighting against the machine, fighting against the man. Like I said, a David versus Goliath epic. And you know what? We all know how that one ended. So I choose to fight. In fact, I'm going to release a top 10 tomorrow because you know what? Screw them. This whole experience, it's opened up my eyes. We got something really special here. You guys are amazing. Most of all, I've realized, though, that I can't do this alone. I mean, none of us can. I need your help. So here's my call to action. Let's come together. Let your voices be heard. There's strength in numbers. I want to start a campaign now. I want all of us to go to these social media sites of these labels. Go to X, go to Instagram, go to their websites, comment, tell them, pick up the phone. I'm going to put links of all these labels in a spreadsheet and I'm going to share it with you. If you'll take a few minutes and if they get thousands, even tens of thousands of comments, I know it'll make a difference. Another thing you can do as a community is just to support our videos. Rick's, Justin's, mine, other creators. Just by watching, sharing, liking, all that. I also call on fellow creators to join Rick Beato and Justin Hawkins and Anthony Fantano and anyone else who's been fighting this and preach. Put it out there. Let's see if we can find a resolution. Speaking of Tom Petty, he was an artist that my father and we loved together. We mourned his death. It was so hard. But I think about him a lot. And he fought. He fought the good fight. And in his words, you can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Labels, it's time to do the right thing. Again, thank you for your support, all of your support out there. I'll leave you with Mr. Petty.
At the gates of